Hi, Dr. Quinn Denny here, work psychologist. In this Audible post, I hope it's helpful. One of the things I think we often talk about is motivation, but a lot of times we don't maybe understand the mechanics of it. And inside work psychology, there's two types of motivation, and this applies to most any goal or task that we're performing, even outside the work life in our personal life. And it centers around two different mindsets or ways of framing things. It's really two perspectives. And these are intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is the more powerful and healthy type of motivation. It's a motivation driven within. And the value of that motivation is placed rather in internal rewards versus external rewards. The problem with extrinsic motivation is it's always based on an external measure. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't try to achieve goals and use quantitative metrics using SMART and FAST goals to achieve methods, but we can achieve both those methods. One of them feels better and the other doesn't. Intrinsic motivation is joy or reward in the task itself. It's focused on mastery and refinement. It creates innovation because we're working to become better. So the outcome is just a feedback loop to us to let us know how we're doing, what is our skill level, versus extrinsic motivation is driven by external comparisons, either to others or someone else's score or how someone else is doing. The problem with that is it's uncertain. The reward is not guaranteed. With intrinsic motivation, the reward is the act itself or the process or journey of becoming excellent. And so where we see outcomes, we see opportunities to try a different way, refine our process, change our mindset, stay motivated. With extrinsic motivation, it's more based on variables that are outside of our control, things over which we don't dictate the outcome. So we all have a tendency, I think, to not follow either one of these or another perfectly. I would say if someone's following on average one of these types of motivation perfectly, it's probably extrinsic motivation because that's just how we're driven socially and how our fears are based is comparing ourselves to others. It's the way our brains get some kind of barometer, so to speak, against which to gauge ourselves. To stop that, what we have to do is set our own barometer and set it with inside intrinsic motivation. How are we doing tasks? How are we going about things? It doesn't mean we don't draw ideas for innovation from the outside world in comparison to others, but we don't place the reward based on another party losing or us in comparison to them. That will always be shifting. That's the nature of healthy competition. So as you go through your day, think about what am I driven by? When I do this, what am I perceiving as the outcome? What am I looking for as far as I tell myself that I won? If it's something outside yourself, requiring external validation, that reward will be very volatile. And it also makes us then emotionally volatile. We're at the whim of external factors that we can't control. We're steered from outside. When we're driven from within, the rewards have been set and they're rewards we can achieve. Did I improve my own particular performance? Am I getting better comparatively to what I've done in the past and what we've done in the past? That's a mastery mindset. It generates creativity, refinement, and innovation. Hope this gives you some insight. It's hard work doing these things. I work on myself. Take care out there. Hope you have a wonderful day.